Hello, my Virgo friends. Welcome to your weekly reading for October 1st through the 7th. As always, this will be a general reading for the week ahead. I'm going to pull cards and just see what comes up, and then I'm going to pull one card focusing specifically on love, the topic of love for the week. Now, if you want a longer love reading, like more on love, then go ahead and subscribe and hit notification if you haven't already. In a couple of days, the Virgo love reading for the month of October will be posted, and then you'll be able to see that when that gets posted, and that'll be available for free here on this YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and jump in here and see what's going on with your Monday, Tuesday for Virgo. There's your Monday, Tuesday, your Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, that jumped right on out. And your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then your love card, guys. Let's see. Love, 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 love. All right. So, I'm going to see what's happening here. Virgo. Your Monday, Tuesday is Six of Wands. Pretty sweet, guys. Starting off the week on a good foot here. A lot of you, so if you wake up and you're not starting the week off on a good foot, don't get mad at me and say, oh, but AmethystAngelLight said it was going to be starting off great. We're all kind of in different energies. Some of the Virgos get very, very anxious. And right now we've got a lot going on with the planetary energy where there's like more like anxious anxiety energy in the air. So for some of you, this is going to be, maybe you're not necessarily waking up feeling great in the beginning of the week, but maybe you're like overcoming that anxiety. Like you're able to control it, or you're overcoming it. You're staying on top. So some of you, maybe you do feel like you're struggling, but if you stop to kind of pay attention, you may notice and see that, you know what, like maybe things aren't how I want them to be right now, but I'm keeping my head above water. Like I'm doing pretty good. I've got this down. I'm handling it. And so for some of you, it's, you know, something that small is the victory. For other ones of you, you may be coming out of a time where there is something you've finally overcome. Like maybe there was just some obstacle at work or some goal you were trying to meet, and now all of a sudden, you know, you've been able to do that, or you've been able to progress in some way. This card comes after the competition card, which is Five of Wands. And if you're familiar with tarot, you maybe have seen that card. It's a bunch of guys beating each other with sticks. And then the next card is this one here. So I think some of you beat out the competition, or maybe you had a competitor or somebody that was competing with you, and you've been able to kind of, you know, hold your ground and stand out, and, you know, maybe be chosen for something. So whether it's chosen for something at work, or whether it's in a romantic situation, maybe you find that, you know, you were able to beat out other love interests in some situation. But a lot of you may be starting off the beginning of the week on this foot of victory, or just on this foot of like, you know what, like I'm handling it. I got this, I'm handling this, I'm seeing myself through. So it is positive energy, and definitely a nice thought for starting the week off ahead, moving into a new month. So coming into Wednesday, Thursday, Virgo, you've got Queen of Pentacles. So some of you may be dealing with a female earth sign. Some of you may be, you know, females who are watching this. But so basically with this card, this, you know, it's funny. It's just me personally. I tend to associate Queen of Pentacles with Taurus, because for me, when I think of Queen of Pentacles, you know, she's very much about having stability in the home, or having nice things in the home. Or one of the things that's said about when this card is coming up, if you have a work situation, you're encouraged to take something from home and have it at your desk or at your cubicle, because I guess the idea there is that like you're staking your claim, or you're bringing in your home energy into your work energy, and then you're like just feeling more grounded, or you're owning it, or you're doing better. Because to me, Queen of Pentacles is really a card about like that physical, being rooted physically, and, you know, having nice things, and you know, just feeling secure in the physical monetary sense. So some of you are maybe getting more grounded in a current living situation. So maybe some of you have recently moved, or maybe some of you are looking to move, or maybe some of you are just trying to feel a little bit more confident at work, or feel a little bit more like comfortable in your own skin at work. So some of you are coming into that energy where you are staking some kind of claim. Some of you are doing something to benefit your financial situation by tapping into your feminine energies. Now, it doesn't matter if you are male or female, or, people that identify as non-binary. I know that's a whole thing too. And I understand that, but you must understand at the same time, regardless of whatever, your physical gender is, or genderless, there are masculine and feminine energy qualities that we all possess, regardless of whatever gender we are. So, this could apply, like I said, for men as well. But you might be tapping into like the more feminine energies or aspects in some business idea, or in some approach that you're taking in a work situation. For those of you who are employed, you may be coming into like this creative energy. You may be coming into just more like communication, maybe speaking with others, working with others, bringing others together on some plan, just that creativity, that creative energy, and just really, really bringing in a less aggressive, or a less analytical approach in something that you're doing. So it could be something a little more artistic. It could be something that's coming off maybe a little bit more like softer around the edges, but something coming in that's helping you or doing well for you in a work situation, or in some idea and making money moving forward. Some of you, this is a romantic situation. So for those of you who are attracting that life partner or spouse energy, you might be really coming into that really rooted, grounded energy within yourself, and that's attracting someone who's looking for that, rooted, grounded life. So some of you are really bringing in the type of person that you are able to build a home with. Some of you are stepping up to a current existing partner, and you're making it clear that this is kind of like what the end game is, and this is what you're moving forward. So you may be gaining respect in some way. You may be taken more seriously in this way. And then for those of you who are married, or who are living with someone already, or who are serious, those of you who are serious, there may be talk about building up a home. But those of you who are already in a home with your partner or with your spouse, there could be maybe midweek some attention that you're bringing into the home environment and making it more homey, or bringing in those little touches that are going to make it more of like a sanctuary, or more of a place where you're able to just kind of enjoy your company together and feel cozy and very just rooted and grounded. So your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Virgo, you've got the World. Okay, so this is really great. This is a major arcana card. So basically, major arcana cards come up when we're at some kind of like major crossroads. It's usually a situation that's bringing us into a life lesson, or a soul contract, or some kind of like life purpose situation. And the World is a card. For some of you, this will be about literal travel. Maybe some of you are making plans or travel to get away. Maybe for some of you, this Queen of Victory and this Queen of Victory, I put these two cards together. Maybe for some of you, this Queen of Pentacles and this Victory card coming together is like maybe you got a promotion. Maybe you beat out the competition, you got a promotion. Maybe you know that there's going to be more money coming in. So now maybe you're wanting to do something with that in terms of traveling. Maybe you're planning some kind of vacation, really getting out there, doing something different, something a little more adventurous, something that's going to be expanding your mental horizons or your outlook in general. Because I feel, Virgo, that for a lot of you, this card has to do, whereas there may be physical travel, I feel for a lot of you, this card has to do about expanding your views, expanding your outlook, seeing things in a different way, getting exposure to just new ideas and new ways of being. Some of you are coming into this really high level of confidence, and I feel like you are doing something where you feel like you're performing. You're kind of feeling like a bit of a rock star. So even if you were like in a really stuffy office environment, right? Like a really, really super serious office environment, and you were being called on to do some kind of presentation, and you were using like, you know, maybe I'm dating myself here. I think people still use PowerPoint, like some PowerPoint presentation with like, you know, demographics and graphs and charts and figures and stuff. And it may be like just super analytical, and you may be really breaking things down in a very calculated mathematical way, but you're feeling like a rock star when you're doing it. Like you're just feeling like, I am nailing this. I like you're feeling like you're on stage and you're performing in some way. It's a good feeling. Those of you who are having this feeling, it's a good feeling for you. But a lot of you are just kind of feeling like you're coming up and people are seeing you, people are noticing you, and you're becoming comfortable with that attention. And for some of you, this is huge, and that's why I would say it would be like that life lesson, like soul mission thing for some of you. Because Virgo, I know you all are very, very good at spotting out how things can be improved. And so sometimes people see you all as like a little bit nitpicky or a little bit like critical, right? But you guys are just really good at like seeing how things could be changed or how things could be improved. And so a lot of you also have that same outlook on yourselves, and you're constantly looking at yourselves in ways that, you know, well, here's what I need to change about myself, and here's what I need to do different if I want to get ahead. And a lot of you are just like, hey, look, I'm ready to get ahead now, and you're coming into that energy of I'm good enough as is right now, and I will be a work in progress, and whatever improves. But in the meantime, I'm not gonna let anything get in my way. Like, I'm gonna feel good about me, and I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna rock it. So a lot of you are in that energy, and I think for a lot of you, this is really massive. This is really big. So congratulate yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. All right. So then your love card for the week, Virgo, is the Lovers. This card's been coming up for a lot of the different signs. It really, really has been. And I think it's because, you know, I talked a little bit about the videos last week, how that Aries full moon was first going through Pisces before it went into Aries, and that Pisces energy was making us all kind of just, you know, a little bit more dreamy, a little bit more focused on what we want, what we're wishing for. And then when it came into the Aries full moon, it affected all the different signs in terms of like putting us into that sense of action. Well, how can I get what I want? So I think a lot of the signs are still in that energy, and I think that's why this card keeps coming up for a lot of the different signs. Because yes, this is a card about lovers or about a relationship, but it's also a card about choices. It's also a card about making a decision. It could be a card about temptation. It could be a card about, you know, picking the past versus the present, or the present versus like somebody new who's coming in and turning your head. Sometimes it could also be a card about figuring out what your priorities are in a relationship. You know, is your type still your type? Are you looking for something different? A lot of really big changes are happening, especially since a lot of you are coming into this new energy with yourself and like feeling good about you, and like you're just ready to get out there and shine. Maybe you're looking at a current partner and you're thinking, I don't know if this partner is growing with me. I don't know if I'm outgrowing this partner. So some of you have a really big decision to make in that sense or in that way. Other ones of you, this could also definitely be like a soulmate. You're calling in a soulmate card. So some soulmate may be coming in for those of you who have been looking or who have been open, and who are wanting someone to come in. And that goes, you know, two ways. Some people are in a relationship and they're unhappy and they're looking for a soulmate to come in, and some people are completely and totally single and they're looking for a soulmate to come in. So those of you who are in that boat, you may be calling in a soulmate or in the beginning stages or doing something that is setting the motion for the soulmate to come in. Even if you don't meet the soulmate this week, you may have done something that's aligning you on the path of the soulmate coming in. For example, you may have signed up for a class where you're going to meet this person, but the class maybe doesn't start for another few weeks. Or you may have applied for a job and you may not get the job for another month, but you're doing something that's aligning you with that soulmate energy for a lot of you. For a lot of you coming into this week. I think because there's just so much growth, a lot of you are looking for the next big thing in your life and the next big change. And for some of you, this is also within a love relationship. Those of you who are already settled in with somebody and you're like, oh no, like I'm not looking for anybody, and I know I'm with the right person and this is who I'm going to stay with, or this is who I want to stay with. You know, you might be having to look at the relationship and taking a really good, clear inventory of it, figuring out what's working for you, what isn't working for you, how you can improve it, how you can maintain that closeness, and for some of you, how you can maybe revive that soul spark. Maybe some of you aren't having the same spark in the relationship, and you're finding ways this week of bringing that back. For those of you who, I just thought of another scenario, and of course it's like slipping my mind now. So we talked about those of you who are in a relationship. Let me pause for 1 second so it can come back to me. Okay, it came back to me. For those of you who are single, but there's still somebody who maybe like you feel I've already met my soulmate, but they need to get their crap together and put on their big boy or their big girl pants and figure it out and come back. Like they got scared or they ran off or they have to work on themselves, whatever it might be. Some of you feel like you've already met your person and you're waiting for them to snap out of whatever they're going through, and you're waiting for them to come back or to show up. So for some of you, it might be the beginning stages of communication of this person coming back, and you're making a decision if you still want this. For some of you, prior to the communication happening, the universe may be sending you another soulmate, like a soulmate that maybe is a little bit more higher vibrational, where they don't have the same insecurities or issues or drama or whatever it is that's scaring them or pulling them away. And so the universe is asking you to make a choice, and the universe is asking you to be open and to consider this new option because they're trying to give you something better, right? And so decisions to be made here in love for a lot of different people in a lot of different scenarios and situations. We're going to do the soul homework card. For those of you who don't know, every week I pull a card here for what your angels and guides want you to know, what they want you to work on, what your theme is here this week. Make sure, guys, that you're also checking out your moon sign and your rising sign videos, because some weeks that brings more clarity, or it may resonate more than the sun sign reading. And also check out the pick a card readings. You may need a private reading. I'm more than happy to give you a private reading. You can email me at AmethystAngelLight@gmail.com or on my Amethyst Angellight Facebook page or Instagram page. Check out the description in the video. It has all of the different readings listed. I have readings starting as low as $5, guys. I try to make it accessible to as many people as possible. So if you need a private reading, just let me know. We can work it out. But let's see what your message is for the week ahead here. Message for the week ahead. And we have contract. We have contract. So those of you who are making a decision specifically with a person or situation, like a work situation, like figuring out if you have to stay or go, or if there's a relationship that's really been putting you through the ringer, it could be, well, I'm not going to say it could be, it is that there's some kind of soul contract or agreement here that needs to be worked out. So for some of you, it's a lesson you're having to learn, and maybe that lesson is standing up for yourself. Maybe it's being a little bit more assertive. You have Queen of Pentacles coming up here. So maybe for some of you, this contract is feeling like you deserve to receive, that you're worthy of receiving, that you deserve to receive, that you deserve to have nice things, that you're worthy of being successful, whatever your idea of success may be. So some of you are breaking old beliefs and coming into new ones. Some of you are at the cusp of a very new life, and you know it and you feel it in your gut, but you're not sure what it's going to look like, and it might be making you very nervous. But you're also coming into this time of faith and moving forward and kind of going with the flow and going with the changes. And for a lot of you, this is your contract. Your contract is to be coming in to a place or a space of faith as you're moving forward. So a lot of really big changes for Virgos coming up in the week ahead, but a lot of it to me feels like the theme to me feels like you're coming up, you're succeeding, and you're realizing that you deserve it. And I'm hearing, as I'm also thinking about contract, I'm hearing like nice guys finish last. So I think a lot of you just had this idea in your head, like, I'm the nice person, I'm the good person, I'm not going to be able to get ahead, right? Like, I'm not going to be able to get ahead, and things don't work out for people like me. And so maybe some of you are breaking that old belief, and you're realizing that, hey, you know what? I didn't notice along the way, but my hard work was paying off. And it's not nice guys finish last. You're realizing and you're seeing that you're coming up and that you deserve the success and you deserve to have the abundance, the new abundance that's coming in. So again, I hope that helps. Check out your moon sign and rising sign. Check out the pick a card readings. I've been getting a lot of really positive feedback about those. A lot of people have been saying those are helping a lot. And then in a couple of days after I'm done with the love readings for October, I'm going to get another pick a card reading up. So if you haven't subscribed and hit notification yet, please do so, and you'll get a notice when those new videos are up. AmethystAngelLight, Facebook and Instagram. I do a free card every single day. I do a free pick a card every single day. And it's been really fun getting to know a lot of you on there during the week, so it's been nice to interact. A lot of people have been telling me they really like starting off the day with like the free message. So, check that out. I'm trying to put as much free resources out there as I can, because I know a lot of people can't afford a private reading. So this is where the free stuff's at. Those of you supporting me on Patreon, those of you reaching out and booking private readings, thank you very much, guys. You make these videos possible. You're not just treating yourself to something like a reading that you enjoy, but you're also helping make free content available to people who need the help and can't afford it. So thank you, guys. I thank you because you're making this possible. My Patreon people, I'm going to be posting the next video on Sunday for the patron videos, and we'll schedule another little private chat again soon. And just thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. And I hope that we'll just continue seeing each other here, and I hope to see you next week. Take care.